Hey everybody, I'm just letting you know right now my kitchen's a mess, but I was throwing together some pumpkin ricotta shells, and this is the sauce. It consists of 5 cloves of garlic, 2 whole yellow onions, small. I was getting kind of lazy. You're supposed to use diced tomatoes, but I just used tomato sauce, and I put 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of basil, and 2 teaspoons of thyme. So onion, garlic, thyme, oregano, basil, onion, tomato sauce, or diced tomatoes is actually the correct to make this sauce. And then of course you boil it. You saute the onions for a couple of minutes, throw in the garlic, saute that a little bit, and then throw in on the rest of the ingredients. Bring it to a boil, stir it around, throw it in a blender, blend away. That is the sauce for my pumpkin ricotta shells. These are the jumbo shells that I used to put all the mix into. There was only one brand at the store, so I got this one. And you cook them for 12 to 15 minutes in boiling water. You have to pull them immediately out. Otherwise, they will they'll get too soft to work with. You need them to be a little firmer than you would usually think you need a noodle. Anyway, I just tossed them in this boiling water, and except for some reason it's not boiling. And yeah, it's supposed to be in there 12 to 15 minutes. And then you pull them out immediately. Okay, now we're gonna make half of the batch of ricotta from Veganomicon. Anyway, you use raw cashews, Evo, lemon juice, garlic as your first 4 ingredients. You put them all into your processor and you process. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now we're going to add the tofu. I'm using half a pound of tofu. I'm going to put it into my processor. Put it in little chunks. I have a little processor. Teeny tiny. This might be overstuffing it, but I'll do it anyway. Okay. Go ahead and process that. Get the cashew garlic mix real good and I'm having technical difficulties with my processor, but you're supposed to add a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon and a half of basil on top of the tofu after you've processed it. And then that's all you need for your ricotta. Next is the pumpkin. Now I have less shells tonight, but usually I would use about 1/4 of one of those carving pumpkins, chop them into potato chunk size, and then I would put it in this bowl, and then I would put a little bit of water in the bottom of it and microwave it for 15 minutes so that it would be all soft. And then I would put it back into this processor, and I'm going to process it into a puree to go along with my cashew ricotta. Yum, yum, yum. Process it, put it in the bowl, mix it up, and you got your stuffing. We're going to take the stuffing. I come over here. I'm going to be putting it into my shells, but first, I'm going to scoot them over and take my sauce that I previously created and pour it in there. You just want to put just enough sauce to cover the bottom. Right there. Good sauce. Anyway, then stuff the shells, spread the sauce around, and pour more sauce on top of it. Let me see if I can get it to work. While you're stuffing them is the perfect time to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. after you put sauce in the bottom, and then you put your stuffing into your shells, you get your sauce again, and you pour it, the rest, just all on top, yum, 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 yum. I made a little extra sauce. You don't usually have this much sauce, but it works. It works. I love tomato sauce. I could probably eat it all by itself, and I don't mind so much that there's extra sauce. You can go ahead and scrape that out of the thing, and then it's ready to go in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes with foil on top. Alright. Alright. You put your timer on for 30 minutes at 400 degrees, and then when it goes off, you take the foil off the top of the cake pan and you let it cook another 5 minutes, and then you are good to go. If it seems extra watery, you might need to cook it another 5 minutes after the other 5, but otherwise, you shall have a delicious meal. See you in 30 minutes.